So, Jacques Le Pamplemousse says that you pretty much saved his life during a hockey game. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I was at the Montreal Canadiens hockey game. It's the team taking the cup this year. Well, I was at this game as 2, 3, maybe 8 years ago. And Jacques Le Pamplemousse, he's my favorite player. Very, very tough guy. Takes a beating, that guy. Rolling.
Okay, is this thing on now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said rolling.
Okay. Hello, my name is Jacques de la Pamplemousse. I am here today to talk to you about a little bit about Mr. Sticky. Mr. Sticky is not. I tell to you, I'm not going to tell again. I love this guy. But I tell you, this guy, he saved my life twice. More than once. You can see that I'm still here and alive. So,
Wow.
that's about it.
That's it's really amazing. When was your first encounter with Mr. Sticky?
Well, I was playing the hockey, as I like to do all the time. In fact, I'm playing hockey right now. And
Really?
as I was playing the hockey, and one guy passed me the puck there, and the puck come to me. Of course, I got ready to make the shot, and I get checked over the boards, over the glass, and 3-row into the arena there.
He got checked. I mean, he flew. I mean, literally, like over the glass. And he landed beside me. His face smashed right off the seat, like right here next to me, right by my leg.
And I tell to you now that one guy in the audience, he had the Mr. Sticky. And I said to him, "What is this? A Mr. Sticky?" And he said, "Your eye is bleeding." And I said, "Oh, my eye is bleeding. Yeah, I just got checked over the board and twice into the arena there." And he said, "Let me fix." And so he take the Mr. Stick and he stick my face back together right here.
He was very much bleeding a lot, like bleeding a lot. And, you know, don't really like the blood. And thank God that day I found a Mr. Sticky. I bought one in the store. And immediately I took it, I stuck it to his face. And he stopped bleeding, just like that.
The Mr. Sticky stopped the bleeding.
It stopped his bleeding. And I just kind of rolled it once, and it was almost like he was healed. But he did keep it on his face for the rest of the game.
He played the rest of the game with the sticky
Yeah,
attached to his face.
sticky right on his face, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was something. He got hit a couple more times.
Well, there was a couple other time where I was used to have a job. I delivered the mail, and the post office. I worked for them, and I carried the bag of the letters to the people. And so as I go along, I find there is the dog. You know, like a dog.
Yeah,
He's barking and yelling at me, and he's coming chasing me. And I find that he has friends, you see, and there are many dogs. And now I'm
Big
running.
dogs, small
big,
dogs?
some big, some small. The meanest one was about this big. And he chased me, and he crawled up my leg and onto my face. So you could tell us a little bit about your experience with Mr. Sticky.
Yeah, sure. First time I saw Mr. Sticky was when my dog came running home with one stuck to it. I got one of those really big, puffy, mean-looking dogs. His name's Mr. Muggles.
But I had known about the Mr. Sticky, and I was making delivery, and in my bag was a Mr. Sticky. I pull out the sticky, and I say, "Get away, you dogs!" And they say, "Okay." But then they were sneaky. These dogs did not want to run away. They were still chasing and attacking me, but I grab the Mr. Sticky, and I stick all of them with the sticky, and I push them away from me.
Well, apparently this Jacques Le Pamplemousse used to play for those stinking Habs. They'll never win the cup. he can't play hockey anymore because he got one too many concussions or something like that. The guy's always getting injured. He's too dumb to work anywhere else, so I guess now he delivers mail. But that idiot decides to take it out on my Mr. Muggles. Mr. Muggles never been the same since he met Mr. Sticky. I love my Mr. Muggles. Did the mail get delivered?
Of course, I delivered. Well, not really. I was kind of had a broken arm, and so I could not deliver the mail. But I tried. I used Mr. Sticky, see it this way, put him on the ground, and he has a crutch. And Mr. Sticky rolls. But the problem is he's very sticky. He doesn't roll so well because he sticks to the ground. Oh, that is from a different fight.
Oh.
I was, I don't like to tell this story.
Well, for the sake of this, I mean, we have to tell the people about Mr. Sticky.
Okay. This is just for you. As you can see, I was heavily damaged.
I understand this may be very hard for you to tell, but please do share.
It was in the Great French-Canadian War.
Could you tell us, and I know it's hard, a little bit about your experiences in the trenches with Jacques de la Pamplemousse?
I will not talk about that. Okay, maybe. Just a little bit.
Please.
In the Great French-Canadian War, not too many people know exactly the events that happened through these days.
We were in the trenches. I don't know what to talk.
Please continue. I understand this is hard.
The men.
It will help. It will help everything.
Many men died those days, but I tell to you, the Mr. Sticky kept me sane. This guy can catch bullets out of the air. Mr. Sticky.
I, crawling on the front line, was pinned down by Eskimos throwing spears. And sometimes they had a gun. It was a harpoon gun though. And Jacques Le Pamplemousse, the greatest hockey player of all time, I do not care what anyone says. He comes running out onto the field with a Mr. Sticky. And he was catching harpoons everywhere. And then he formed them into bullets and shot all the Eskimos.
In those trenches, this was the only thing to save my life. I was out of bullets. The only thing I could do was catch bullets from the Canadian side and catch them, and then I could pull them off and make it into new bullets to put back into my gun to fire at those nasty, nasty Eskimos that were coming against us. And then they punched me in the face.
And then picked me up with the Mr. Sticky and dragged me back to safety.
Wow.
Many, many people died. But me and Le Pamplemousse, we were very lucky. I cannot say anymore.
But we won.
Well, you're here. What happened to the Eskimos?
Oh, they went back up to the north with the whales and the blubber and stuff. They just never came back. I'm sorry. In concluding, the Mr. Sticky is the way to go. Make sure you get one, or two, or three. Now, I must go play hockey once more. Pass the puck.